So you might ask, why social enterprise? Well, social enterprise is a movement that's captured the hearts and minds of people from all sectors of the Australian economy. We're no longer a fringe activity. Social enterprise has found its way into work and life in pretty much all industries and all sectors and communities all over Australia now. So it's starting to become well understood that there is a different way of doing business. And we can address a lot of social inequity and environmental justice issues through the vehicle of social enterprise. So what's the definition of social enterprise, I hear you ask? Well, when you apply to be a member of QSEC, we ask you 3 specific questions. The first is the venture trading a product or a service? So are you actually providing, creating a product to sell, or providing a service to sell to the market? The second question is, does the venture exist to fulfill a social or environmental purpose, or both? So we must be able to see that in your constitution or your vision and mission statements that the sole purpose for trading is to fulfill either a social or environmental purpose. The third key criteria to become a member of QSEC, in terms of our definition of social enterprise, is how are your profits treated? If you do make a profit, what do you do with them? And what percentage of that profit actually goes back into fulfilling the mission of your business? So we ask those questions because we feel that those 3 questions, to trade, to have a purpose, and to treat your profits ethically, are 3 very key fundamental questions that you need to satisfy to become a member of QSEC. There are, of course, a number of characteristics of social enterprise. So that social enterprise does take many forms in the sector. Basically, the general characteristics are that you're driven by an economic, cultural, social, or environmental mission, that you are focused on place, so people at the centre are at the centre of your business. So what is it about the community that you're working in and who you serve that characterises your way of doing business? Of course, to trade, you need to be able to do that profitably so that you can fulfil your mission. We also ask, how do you reinvest your profits or your surplus in the fulfilment of your mission? And also, how do you engage a wider group of stakeholders? Do you consult with your customers? Do you consult with your beneficiaries in terms of how you make decisions? And also, are you transparent in your operations? So when you make decisions, do you make them transparently? Do you show people how you do business? Do you open your books to people? That's a very interesting question for many businesses. Okay, so some of the examples of the diverse forms of social enterprise. Pty Ltd, so businesses, normal companies that are developed to employ people who are often excluded from mainstream employment, mainstream workforce. We have businesses that directly solve a social or environmental problem. There are charitable business ventures, so a lot of not-for-profit organisations often set up businesses within their larger organisation to raise income so that they can fulfil their mission through a different revenue stream, such as a business or an enterprise. We have community development finance institutions that provide products and services to individuals, organisations and communities who have difficulties accessing mainstream finance. And of course we have cooperatives who are experiencing a resurgence here in Australia after many years of benign neglect, but essentially cooperatives are member-driven businesses that form to meet a defined social need of their members or environmental need of their members. More examples are employee-owned companies where the employees share the ownership of the business. This can include employee buyouts where a business is struggling so that jobs are maintained. And it also ensures business continuity and that the product is continually being produced or a service continues to be provided to customers so they're not let down. We've got fair trade businesses and they exist to benefit producers and workers in developing countries by paying fair prices for products and commodities which they on-sell to developed countries, to markets, specific markets in developed countries. There's the intermediate labour market organisations. So basically they create a bridge to the open market for individuals experiencing long-term employment. And also we have social firms, so not-for-profit businesses in which 25 to 50% of the employees may have a disability or a mental illness, but there's a lot of wraparound services provided to those employees so that they can do their jobs.